All right, everybody, the walled city here in Lahore, ranked top 52 places to love in 2021 by the New York Times. What could be better than that? So obviously the vast majority of the wall has been demolished as it's not needed anymore. But what's behind me is an original part of the wall built in the 1600s known as Delhi Gate by the Mughal Empire. Now, what's beyond Delhi Gate nowadays can only be described as absolute pandemonium. It seems like it's a network of narrow streets with people and sellers and shops and noise and vehicles, and it seems like it falls into the category of must-visit locations here in Lahore. Now, our idea today is to give you guys our first impressions of Lahore after being here for 10 days. Today is in fact our 11th day here. We've got 3 or 4 checkpoints to see along the way through the walled city, and we'll tell you guys our impressions of Lahore after being here for 11 days. All right, let's go. Is awesome, an absolute must if you're coming to Lahore. Full of people, full of sights, full of smells, full of action and history. Absolutely loving it. One of our first impressions actually from the past 10 or 11 days is the people here are super friendly in Pakistan. We've experienced incredible Pakistani hospitality all along our 10 days here, and what's amazing is I'm walking through this place. Obviously I'm looking amazing in my Shalwar Khameez, but despite that, nobody is harassing me, nobody is trying to sell me things, nobody's bothering me at all. I really feel like a local. I think even if I was wearing normal Western clothes, I think I'm just kind of a local, wandering through. It's really, really incredible here. So our next stop in the walled city is
Wazir Mosque.
Wazir Mosque. Almost forgot the name there. Canada. Okay, that's okay. This one. Okay. Okay, there we go. Making friends. Making friends. Okay, YouTube, okay? YouTube, okay. There you have it, guys. So our next stop is a mosque. Ancient mosque in the walled city. Same time period, 1600s or so mosque. Will we ever make it there? We will see. We are wandering our way through the streets with lots of friendly locals here.
So crazy here.
So crazy, but it's not too overwhelming. There are some people talking to us, but it's always friendly people. And if they're trying to sell you something and you say, no thanks, I'm not buying that, or I'm not interested, they say okay and they move on. We've been to places like this before in different countries where it was too much for us. I feel like Lahore's walled city is obviously chaos, but still manageable as a tourist. I mean, look around. It's just everywhere you look is amazing. All right, we found Wazir Khan Mosque. Ivana has covered her hair and we are ready to go in. Unfortunately, cannot enter right now as it is prayer time. So it's going to be closed for about an hour. Maybe we'll circle back around, but we might just keep going. We've got 2 or 3 more places to check out in the walled city. So this mosque would have been built in the 1600s by the Mughal Empire. If you never heard of the Mughal Empire, it's an Islamic empire, started in the 1500s till about the 1850s or so, and it ruled most of this region in South Asia here. So
it's known as the most beautiful mosque during the Mughal Empire, and look at how intricate the design is.
Right, this mosque is known as the most beautiful. One thing we wanted to mention, obviously there's incredible history here in Pakistan, but we've been blown away over the past 10 days over how modern Pakistan is. It seems to be like the best kept secret of Pakistan. There's a metro that we were pretty blown away by, as well as lots of modern malls.
Yeah.
So kind of the best of both worlds with modern and these amazing mosques, super beautiful, 400-year-old incredible mosques.
Very
but
beautiful.
Closed for now, so we will jump on to our next destination, wandering through the walled city. Let's see how far we get before we're distracted by something.
Lots of shops all around you, left and right, and lots of people.
Yeah.
People are selling street food. People are like trying to greet you. Wow, it's crazy. Anyway, let's go to.
Let's go back into the chaos.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. I tell you what, first impressions of Pakistan. Everybody here is driving a Honda 125.
What is this?
What is this?
I don't know.
I don't know. It looks like cheesecake. Excuse me. What is it?
What is this? Is sweet.
This is
Sweet.
savit.
Sweet.
Sweet. It's yogurt. Yogurt. No.
Yogurt.
No. What is it?
Sweet dish.
Sweet dish. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Sweet dish.
Thank you. Just curious. Just asking. Shukriya. Whenever you don't know, whenever the guy doesn't speak English, somebody nearby will translate for you. I tell you what, I gotta give a big shout out to the guys carrying, I don't know, hundreds of shoe boxes on their heads. Pretty amazing. YouTube, okay? What's your name? Shalwar. What do you like most about Pakistan?
I don't know.
Don't know English, okay. Bye-bye. I tried. Bye-bye. So, our most memorable first impressions of Pakistan since we've been here over the past 10 days. Number one, the people, for sure. So hospitable, so friendly. We were in Pakistan for 10 minutes, just arrived off the plane, and we were already having some free tea at the money exchanger. Just getting some Pakistani rupees, and we ended up having tea and hanging out with the lady for half an hour. So hospitable people, every day we've been here. Also, the food is amazing. Actually, the oranges here, a small thing to mention. The oranges here are incredible. Maybe we can try and find someone selling oranges. In fact, I think there's a guy selling oranges right here. Let's see if we can buy some. Hello. Kitna? Biska. Two.
How much?
How much? One. 200 for one. Oh. 150, okay. 1.5.
20 का एक 100 का 5
Solo punch. 6. I don't know. I don't understand. Sorry.
105.
150.
100 for 5
piece.
100 for 5.
Yeah.
Okay, sold. Deal. 100 XO. Okay. Okay, I think 100 is XO, but I just making sure. Okay, 100 for 5. Okay, thank you.
ठीक है.
Shukriya. Thank you. So far, we probably bought 100 oranges and not even one dry one. Every single one juicy.
Yeah, they're so sweet. They're really good.
Oh, look at this. I think they're drying fabrics they just dyed. Over this side of the building looks amazing because back there we saw some people who we thought were cooking, but I guess they were actually dyeing fabric in hot water. So it looks like they were cooking clothes. And I guess up here they're drying these long rolls. Looks amazing. I tell you what, pure action in the walled city. Pure action in here. Absolutely must visit if you're a tourist. Another one of our first impressions we wanted to let you guys know is that it is completely safe here in Pakistan. For instance, I'm walking through this pretty crowded traditional market, lots of locals around, and I've got my camera out and I'm talking to the camera and I'm not worried at all somebody will grab it or anything. The people here are totally safe. In terms of big crowded places, most of them have metal detectors and x-rays, like the train, for instance, or the malls. But this market is full of locals, and I guess because it's such a religious country, there's no, thievery happening. I'm not worried about somebody grabbing my camera. The people are really friendly. So I just wanted to mention that because I think a lot of Westerners would be concerned of the safety in Pakistan. So far, after 10 days here, completely safe. Oh, look at the size of these birds. It's like as big as an eagle. I think it might be a hawk. Just amazing. In Canada, all we got's pigeons. Like, who cares? Over here, they got super massive birds. How about that? Honestly, the walled city is tiring. It takes a lot out of you. We've been here for maybe half an hour, and I'm physically tired. I'm very tired. Now, to be clear, the reason I'm so tired might be the air pollution. One of the first impressions we have of Lahore, I'm sorry to mention this, it's not exactly a good thing, but part of our channel is sort of integrity driven. The air quality here, it takes a lot out of you if you're not used to it. Being from Canada, there is no part of Canada with air quality like this. That being said, I think Pakistan will prove to be a more than worthwhile travel destination over the next 79 days. Certainly worth coming. The good outweighs the bad, should I say, but I have to mention in our first impressions that the air quality in Lahore, it makes me tired. If I'm out and about for 2 hours or so, it's like too much. And with that, I think I've lost Ivana. Oh, there she is! I'm not sure we're in the walled city anymore. We might be in the walled suburbs, just beside the walled city. That being said, we have found Lahore Fort. We're just looking for the entrance to the fort. So the fort would be the place where you would fall back to during wartime. It's like the defense mechanism from the 1600s. Honestly, Ivana, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Woo!
Takes a lot out of you being in the walled city.
Very crazy.
Okay, next stop, Lahore Fort. Ivana, let's sit here and have a chai. We found this little shop. I don't know where we're at. I think we're near Lahore Fort, but I'm beat up. There's tables here. Let's sit at these tables, Ivana.
All right.
Are you ready for chai?
Yes.
Woo, eat some oranges. Chai and oranges, I'm ready. All right, guys, good news. So we found some tea. We asked for chai, and the fellow said no chai, only tea. I thought they were the same thing. We'll see what comes. Either way, I'm good with it. But the more important news is our friend Waqar is going to come rescue us and bring us to Lahore Fort. Our intention was to go through the walled city and tell you our first impressions of Lahore and then end up at Lahore Fort. We've got lost, we got tired, and we got sensory overload, to be honest. So we're both kaput, but we will meet up with Waqar and he will rescue us. Special thanks to Waqar. Let's give a big shukriya to Waqar. Okay, tea and then Lahore Fort. Let's go. This could just be the feeling of Waqar talking, but this is the best chai I ever had. This cup, clay cup with wood inside. Something about clay and wood is just so much better than plastic, you know? A little plastic cup doesn't do the trick. Now maybe it's just because Waqar is coming, so I feel so happy that I'm, you know, tasting it better, but I think this is the best chai I ever had. Just saying. Also, not sure how to roll this up. Is this proper?
I don't think you're supposed to roll it up at
Oh.
all.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Still learning, guys. I'm new. I'm telling you it tastes like clay. The whole drink tastes like, there's like a dust in the drink. Not in a bad way, in a good way.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
I think the clay cup is absolutely necessary.
Right.
This is the handmade kind, I think, where they spun it and they cut it. That's why it's all imperfect. It's not a perfect circle. It's kind of all misshapen. I'm telling you, my mouth tastes like clay.
Interesting. All right.
I'm telling you, this is the best
Yeah,
chai I ever had. You agree, right?
I agree.
It tastes like clay.
Interesting. Tandoori chai.
And if you put your mouth on it, it's like your mouth sticks to the cup. It's like the cup absorbs liquid because it's clay.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like there's something happening. See? It sticks. This is the best chai I ever had.
Right.
And Waqar is coming. Oh, best day ever. Waqar is here. Waqar is here. Waqar is here. Special shukriya to Waqar with his friend. What's your name?
Sikandar Khan.
Say it again.
Sikandar Khan Khatak from Charsada.
Sikandar.
Sikandar.
Yes.
Yeah, Alexander. Yeah, that's
Alexander, close enough. Okay guys, we've made it in Lahore Fort. Now I apologize for the audio. We're not allowed to use a camera or a microphone, but we are allowed to use the camera on the phone and the microphone on the phone. So I'm not sure why this rule exists, but in the end, we don't have our good microphone, we just have the cell phone. But here we are in a 1600s built medieval fort for war. Now, on the way here, we stopped at Badshahi Mosque, which I cannot say enough about. This place was awesome. It's a super massive courtyard built in the 1600s as well, right in front of a beautiful mosque. What's really, really great is you have to walk barefoot through it, so you really feel the stones that were laid in the 1600s as you're looking at this incredible beauty. There's tons of photo opportunities and windows to look through, and the sun over top of the mosque was really, really incredible. So for my first impressions of Lahore, I would say get yourself a local tour guide, because there's so much history and there's so much happening that if you're just by yourself, I'm not sure you'll get all the information. There are lots of guides here that want to, you know, help you out, but I think they're quite expensive and they all seem to be very good salespeople. So they could be tricking me, I'm not sure. That's why I'm very glad for my friend Waqar here today.
Hey, how are you?
There he goes. So let's go check out Lahore Fort with our cell phone only, no cameras allowed. Let's go. Alright, check this out. This is pretty cool, guys. Behind these two armed guards that are just armed for show is an underground dungeon. So what would happen in the 1600s, 1700s? The criminals who were charged with a crime would come here. They would talk face to face with the king. They would plead their case, and if they did a good job pleading their case, they would be set free. And if they did a bad job, they would be going underground into the dungeon. Imagine a world where each criminal could have face-to-face time with the leader. That's what we call simpler times. Okay, story time. This stage here, you can see this is the stage, and around it are fountains, lots of water jets, very fancy stage here in Lahore Fort. This is where Anarkali would dance. You might know the name Anarkali from Anarkali Market a couple videos ago. Who was Anarkali? She was an incredible dancer here who the king's son fell in love with. So the king is telling his son, you cannot love a dancer, you are royalty, you must love royalty. King's son says, I love Anarkali. As a result, the king kills Anarkali, oh my gosh, and then the son cannot love her anymore. Obviously she's dead, and so she lives in remembrance in Pakistan. They named the market after her. She's kind of like a local myth or local legend. Yes. Not a myth, but a legend. So there you have it, the story of Anarkali here in Lahore Fort. So at first glance, this place is really reminding me of the forts we saw in India, which makes sense because they were built by the same empire, the Mughal Empire. What's amazing is there is an underground tunnel, something like 300 kilometers long, from here, Lahore Fort, all the way to Delhi, India, in Delhi Fort. Imagine 400 years ago, 300 years ago, a 300-kilometer long tunnel used for the kings and other important people to sneak away while they were under attack if they were going to lose the war. So pretty incredible. Now, the next place we're going in Lahore Fort here, Waqar says one of his favorite stories in all of Lahore Fort. So buckle up for a wild ride about to happen here.
I will show you that.
Okay. The Royal Garden, incredibly beautiful here. Also the site of Waqar's favorite story. So the story goes, princes would walk around here with their servants in late afternoon, sort of like right now, with this incredible view behind them. They would enjoy the Royal Garden. But there was one princess who often felt bored and did not enjoy the Royal Garden. So she built a separate room just for herself called the Room of Loneliness. It had a great view out it. Now, unfortunately, it's sort of under renovation right now, but this room, only her, no one else could go in it, and it had a beautiful view, and that's the story, Waqar's favorite story of Lahore Fort.
Yes, this is my one of her story, and the princess, she used to really get bored, so she used to sit there and just enjoy the Ravi outside that.
Right.
That was really a beautiful scene.
Now you said earlier when you come here, it makes you feel like you're going back in time.
Yes, I feel like I am living in that era.
The best.
Yes.
Same. Totally agree. Especially with my Shalwar Khameez, I feel like a new person.
Looking good.
Thanks, buddy. So this place here, guys, the oldest mosque in Lahore Fort. There's a massive well right here. You can clean your feet and then pray here.
Prepare yourself of the prayer and then come here and recite the prayers. Yes,
so you could imagine someone praying here like 400 years ago.
400 years
easily. What's interesting is the Mughal Empire was an Islamic empire, but it was really tolerant to other religions. So obviously all of India was Hindu. There's a huge Sikh population. Kind of amazing. They conquered so much, but they were, once they conquered you, you could keep your religion. They weren't forcing anything on anybody. Kind of amazing. Being a king back in the day would be the best. They got the Sheesh Mahal, which is a palace with so many complex mirrors all around. If you hold a candle, it looks like you're in outer space. All the shining lights look like stars. They've got this place here, which they would flood with water, perfectly still. And then when the moon was shining, you could see a huge reflection of the moon. When you stood in the water, it looked like you were like floating in outer space. Being a king, best life. Best
Wow.
And that is one of my favorite.
Another favorite story. Waqar has many favorite
I'm
stories.
really in touch with this area.
Ivana is very popular. Ivana is popular.
Yes.
They say, is she Chinese? Is she Chinese? Indonesian, almost Chinese. Close enough. My friend, you are Pakistani.
Yeah.
You look, to me, look Italian. Italian, right?
That one Italian, the stage. We live in Norway. We live in Norway.
Live in Norway?
Yeah.
Norway. Wow.
In Norway. He's imported.
Imported. Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Pakol.
Pakol. P-A-K-O-L.
Yeah.
P-A-K-O-L. Pakol.
Yeah.
My new Pakol. I traded.
So beautiful. Look at the view.
Yeah.
It's awesome. What an incredible tour of Lahore Fort, ending off with this pretty spectacular sunset behind us. So what did we learn today? First impressions of Lahore. 1, hospitality of the locals, absolutely off the charts. 2, it's safer than you think and it's more modern than you think. Yes, there's incredible air pollution. That's just the nature of it, but the people here make up for it.
Yes, and also the sunset make up for it.
And the sunset.
Look at that, so beautiful.
I think one thing we learned today, say again?
Credit goes to?
Credit goes to Waqar. Big shukriya to Waqar.
Okay,
True fact. And Sikandar. I didn't forget your name.
Yeah.
I learned when you said Alexander, it helped me remember that. It really did. Sikandar. So, thanks for watching our video, guys. One thing I will say we learned today was probably get a local tour guide. Because our plan today to go through the walled city and into the fort, we would not have had as good of a time if we didn't have a local tour guide. Yes, you can get all the information from Google, but as you're walking through, having people tell you stories and myths and legends, it's kind of way better than being by yourself.
Right.
So, big shukriya to our friends.
Woohoo! Big shukriya to Pakistan.
There you have it, guys.
It's been really incredible here.
It's been really incredible. If you're considering traveling Pakistan, I say definitely do it.
Yeah, it's safe. Have good, delicious food.
True fact.
Beautiful sunset.
And tons of action.
Very hospitable people.
Tons of action. Tons of locals. And you know what's nice about Pakistan? People love the camera. If you are gonna make a video, the locals will say, "Hey, put a video of me." They're really funny.
Yeah, it's awesome.
There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching our video. We'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. local time.
Bye.
Later, guys. Bye from Lahore. Last shot of the sunset. Look at that view. You do too. Eat it.
Someone asked you.
You got a child.
Hello.
Picture, okay.
Look at the camera, buddy. Look over there.
Hey, Hassan. Excuse me. Hi, Chen.
You my son.
I'm your son.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Ah, very nice. Picture, okay.
Bonus part of the vlog. Steve reviewing the Shalwar Khameez. Is there a more versatile clothing? What do I mean? It's fancy. I feel like I could go to a wedding, right? I could go to a wedding, right? It's fancy. It's comfortable. If you're watching a movie at your house, watching Netflix, laying down, you would wear this. Okay? It's fashionable, like it's cool. Friday night, going out with your friends, going to, you know, movie theater, you would wear this. Also, I've seen people wearing it as like work clothes, like overalls for a mechanic, all oily and dirty. Literally one outfit for everything. Big fan of the Shalwar Khameez.
Very nice.
I will say I could go for some pockets in the pants. No pockets in the pants is a bit of a miss, but overall, 5-star clothing. Shalwar Khameez. Would recommend.
It's very airy.
It's airy, but
Like
it does.
breezy.
It does. There's no clothes in Canada that are okay for a wedding, okay for work, okay for lying around your house, okay for going out with your friends. It's extremely versatile.
That's right.
I would say coming soon, we'll be buying the.
Fest.
We're gonna call
Westcott.
we're gonna call that a Westcott from now on. After I screw that up, waistcoat. We're gonna buy the waistcoat because it's nice. It's like got a collar, you know. It's got the buttons here, but it's because it's baggy. It feels cool. It feels like young person, like cool. You know, it feels. Bro, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
All ages, man. All right.
There you have it, guys. See you in the next vlog. I think a bird pooed on me.
Oh.
Is it bird poo?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna touch it. On the chair? No, it's not on the chair. Must have been those gigantic birds. No, it would be bigger. What more could you want? That's okay. 20 minutes, Waqar will rescue us. Big shukriya to Waqar.